Hey guys, it's Bobo the Vulture, and it's time for more Let's Play Extreme Warfare Revenge by Adam Ryland. The war's back on, so let's load the game, go to save game 3. It's the 1st of February, and Sophie is maybe a little bit off mathematically here, because if the industry is technically at 0% of its peak, it means that the industry doesn't exist. Like 0% of anything is zero, right? I guess I'm probably not the person in my family to ask these sort of theoretical mathematical questions, or even non-theoretical mathematical questions, even 'cause, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Although she says the industry is starting to come out of the slump, so that'd be nice. Jamie Dundee hasn't debuted on screen yet, but when he does, folks, ho 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 ho, Cisco, it's gonna be good. Seb Knight hasn't debuted. Lazarus needs a new character, so does little Nate. Marcos needs a new character, but he's not. Our top draw is done, but he's such a not great wrestler. Maybe I should keep pushing him so he can get hired away, huh? I'm so jaded, you guys. Jet Jaguar, Todd Sexton, Jarrell Clark, and Corey Castle are the guys we have working in feuds right now. 82. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to, we haven't sent out promo tapes in a month, but yeah. I think it's basically, yeah, I'm just gonna wait until we get till we get to cult status. When is Valentine's Massacre? It is the 23rd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There, I clicked a button 22 times. It was a mouse button. It didn't squeak. It did click, though. Oh, geez, imagine how creepy that would be, guys, if mice clicked instead of squeaking. If there are mice in your walls, you'd hear this, like... They're getting closer. And finally, one jumps out, lands on you while you're trying to sleep, and goes. So have fun sleeping, everyone. Actually, I don't know whether or not that would be more or less terrifying than having one go at you, which is also kind of the sound that you might make, especially if you were a woman in a 1950s cartoon. This would be the sound you would make while you jump on top of a chair and start dancing around, hiking up your dress slightly so that you can move your legs back and forth. Probably demanding that Thomas catch the mouse. That'd be if it's one of those ones, or it might be one of the ones where it is an African American housekeeper whose voice has been redubbed to sound less racist. I don't think they show those cartoons at all anymore. There was an intermediary step where they had the housekeepers on there, and so we had what, 20 workers, 22. We have 20 right now. Wow, the industry is at 15% of its peak. It did hop back a lot, didn't it? Hopefully that means the average. No, no, sir. The public image is dropping like a stone, even though apparently the industry is rising back up. Let's check the extreme mail and find out what's going on exactly. Jerry Furious. FLI fallen, ECWA fallen, TNA fired, Insane Dragon, Mike Burton, Sean Walton. A lot of guys are getting released. Race Steel. Any relation to Ace Steel? I know I've asked that probably. Necro Butcher. Raise, Men's Teo, Hook Bomberry, Scorpio, Ace Steel, Chris Styles, Lioness Vedder. Interesting. Lioness Vedder. Some guy named Matrix. Wonder whether or not people punch him and he just like leans way backwards in order to get out of the way rather than dodging to the side. Sounds like something he might do. So a lot of guys that were in written contracts are now seemingly under open contracts. Management's cost-cutting measures have caused Mike Awesome to leave WLW. Cole Cabana's gone now. Wenzel, Hardcore Kid, Bull Schmidt, Josh Superstar, Steve Shank, Dorsey, Bill Hughes, Eric, Gracie, Justin Shane. Oh, these are people that are getting hired. Well, there you go. Open contracts, huh? I guess the written contracts were too expensive, so they got rid of them. VC Dub, VC Dub. We are at 77% public image, and they've actually had, yeah, clean win, a cheap win. How about this one? Just a clean win. Jarrell Clark and Corey Castle have not had enough matches yet where Jarrell Clark will have the rematch where he'll get a cheap win. That'll probably come this card. Let's make that our main event, actually. Rematch, Jarrell Clark, Corey Castle 2. Single match, Jarrell Clark versus Corey Castle. No titles on the line. The winner is Jarrell Clark via cheatery. No aftermath to it per se. And that is, yeah, putting on the feud a little longer. Putting on the feud. So, Deranged wants to fight Corey Castle. We've already had him fight Corey Castle and it not be a great match. So later on, when I need to set up something like that, that's what's going to happen. Who are our current debuts we need to do? Seb Knight still needs to debut. He's not feeling the greatest about things. He has been sitting on the bench for a while. I'll grant him. So let's get Sebastian Knight out here. He's a gothic tweener. Sure, he hasn't been sitting on the bench that long, has he? Let's get him a debut against somebody here. Who's got a good speed skill? Dunn's got a decent speed skill, not great. He is 60 over. No way he's going down to Seb Knight. Let's see. Jamie Dundee is going to be a real talent when we get around to using him. Well, Nate, what is your story right now? Yeah, that's true. Let's look at the quick roster and see who's actually available to wrestle tonight. Little Nate's available tonight. I should probably make use of him. So yeah, let's put Little Nate in a match. Put Little Nate in a match against Todd Sexton. Or sorry, against Jet Jaguar. going to be a match, one-on-one, single styles. Jet Jaguar, there you are, versus Lil Nate. Title's on the line or anything, the victory will go to Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar is going to win cleanly, and the aftermath is not going to be anything. And the purpose is just going to be to put on a good match. That's all Jet Jaguar's here to do. Jet Jaguar's just here to put on a good match. Why do you guys keep thinking that he's going to attack Todd Sexton in his big match? Actually, Todd Sexton and Dunn might not be a bad match. Let's put Todd Sexton and Dunn into a match together. Match one-on-one, single styles, Dunn versus Todd Sexton. No titles on the line here. The result is going to be a win for Dunn. There's going to be a run-in by Jet Jaguar because he wants to make sure the monster of Todd Sexton is defeated. And after this, Jet Jaguar is going to continue his assault, and that should serve to further their feud. And what's our opener going to be? Our opener should debut Seb Knight. So, who would Sebastian Knight do well against? I mean, Trent Baker wouldn't be bad, but Trent Baker's in rehab, so never mind. Give another match against Striker, Sebastian Knight and Striker. Yeah. Match one-on-one. Singles Sebastian Knight versus Striker. There's no title on the line. The winner is going to be Sebastian Knight. He's going to do the job cleanly. Well, I mean, Striker's going to do the job cleanly. He's going to do the job. Jobbing, folks, is when you lose wrestling matches. Jobbers are guys whose job it is to just lose. Debut Sebastian Knight. There you go. The in-ring debut of Sebastian Knight. Now then, we've also got 4 interview segments in here, so halves of each of the feuds. So let's start off here with an interview, a single worker interview starring Jet Jaguar. He is going to be talking about Todd Sexton to further their feud. There's going to be an interview here. Single worker with manager, Miss Vanessa and Todd Sexton. They are going to be calling out Jet Jaguar to continue that feud. I have a formula at this point, you've probably noticed. Let's have an interview, another single worker with manager interview. It's going to be Phil Woods and Jarrell Clark. Jarrell Clark is going to be talking about Corey Castle in order to further their feud. Yeah. And then another interview. Another worker with manager interview. It's going to be Miss Vanessa and Corey Castle. They will be talking about Jarrell Clark. And I guess the more I do these, the better they're getting. The better they're gonna get, I should say. Let's also have a, that debut angle last time didn't necessarily do anything, so I'm just gonna have Sebastian Knight just cut a promo. Basically saying, I'm here, everybody. Ooh, or maybe that's the thing to do. A debut angle. I do a debut angle where somebody just challenges somebody else. Singles debut calling out. No, not answering someone's challenge. Sure, why not? This will be Sebastian Knight, and he'll be attacking Striker. There you go. Then they'll have a match, and Sebastian Knight will win it. So good times. Temporary layoffs, good times. Never used one of those angles, so let's see whether people like it. Oh, Striker gained overness for being attacked. Nice. Striker was in the ring, about to give an interview. Out from the crowd to rescue everyone from having to listen to Striker attempt an interview is Sebastian Knight. Sebastian Knight, truly a hero to us all. He attacks. Sebastian Knight climbs to the top turnbuckle as Striker is stunned. Here comes missile dropkick. Striker's been laid out by Sebastian Knight. Only a 53% segment. What are you going to do? Jet Jaguar gains overness by talking about Todd Sexton and their feud. This was not a great match, Sebastian Knight versus Striker. Striker's not a great wrestler. Sebastian Knight's not a great wrestler, but he's an okay wrestler. And the crowd didn't care. Honestly, that was probably a mistake of a match to put together. Even using guys that aren't particularly skilled as jobbers, it seems like, is not necessarily the best way to deal with things. 65% from that, let's see, Little Nate lost overness from, oh wow, Jet Jaguar and Little Nate put on a phenomenal match. 88% quality, only a 50% crowd reaction for a 62 overall rating. Little Nate lost overness and Jet Jaguar gained it. Which I guess makes sense. Little Nate was probably significantly more over to begin with. So nice of him to shred a little bit of his prestige in order to serve the company. 69% match quality, so Dunn versus Todd Sexton wasn't a total loss. The crowd was fairly into it. Overall rating 53. And of course it advances that feud. Miss Vanessa gained overness with an interview segment with Corey Castle. That was a 72% overall rating. That's a very nice interview segment for one of our sort. Oh, Jarrell Clark and Corey Castle putting on another Matt classic here. 85% rating, 50% crowd reaction for 60% overall rating. Although again, that's going to be a lowish show because Sebastian Knight versus Striker was a 37% overall match rating. That's just terrible. So they didn't click in their match, folks. That much is evident. 166 people were there. We gained a little bit more public image out of it, but we're still losing overall on the month. Ah, boy. Not the best outcome we could have possibly had. surely. Surely. Oh, I skipped all the way to the 1st of March. I didn't mean to go quite that far, but 5-star February. No Sid. Hallowed Point. Unscripted. Feel the Burn. TV show got renewed. WWE have signed Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho! Mac Classics. Working for somebody. Steve Riley. Sakota is released. Masada. Low-key is decided to work for NWAW rather than FLI. Man. So what happens when you have guys on open contract? That just can happen. There's a lot of staff movement going on here, isn't there? Our poor performance is affecting the workers' morale. Dysfunction's back from injury. Anthony Durante will retire in a month, and here are going to be some people that want more money. Dave Finlay has left the staff at 3XW. 24 Karat Productions have ended their sponsorship deal. Okay, here's some sponsorship deals ending. We made 75 grand off merchandise this month. Matt Laurent says, our public image seems to be falling. What are you going to do about it? Our money is going down and has been for 3 months in a row. Uh-oh. Smoky Mountain Wrestling Rebirth has reopened, or has opened. Oh man, that's going to feature guys like Armstrong and Armstrong's Avenger. Smoky Mountain Wrestling was yeah. I think it was a Jimmy Cornette. Did he run that promotion, or was he just a prominent manager, authority figure sort of guy in that promotion? I don't remember. I can't know for sure. Well, 78% now. What do you say, Sophie? Marcos is unhappy and wants to leave. Okay. I'm going to let Marcos leave. Marcos, do you want to leave? He refuses to even begin negotiations with you. I'm just going to terminate your... He's happy to leave. There you go. He said he was happy. I'm going to let him leave if he's going to be happy about it. Oh my. This kitten's running around in here. Well, Hazel. She's not totally a kitten, but she's a grown-ass cat. Oh, she's hanging out. She's doing fine. She's doing fine over there. Alright. So let's go ahead and go back here. We lost in public image the last 2 months. I'm doing a below average job. And our coffers are shrinking. Sophie, what do you have to tell me? Industry is beginning to come out of the slump. That'd be nice. Finance department. Coping with the workload. How did we do for money last month? We lost 38 grand. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. There's no sugarcoating that. It's a lot of money. Let's look at the world of sponsorship. Just because it's always... Oh, Kravitz Cutlery. 120,000. Kneed Knives. Alright. I think Anya's Weddings is our least paying promotion, yes, and they still pay slightly more than Kravitz Cutlery, so we have the sponsors we want right now. Anyhow, folks, let me head back out here. So we're bleeding a little bit right now, but hopefully, at the very least, the fact that nobody else is doing a whole lot better in terms of improving their image or anything like that. At the very least, hopefully that means nobody's going to be picking any superstars off of us for a little while. Fingers crossed. Anyways, this is Bobo the Vulture. This has been Let's Play Extreme Warfare Revenge. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye for now.